Hello everyone, Namaskar. Welcome to the series of Gurukul Parenting. I know all you wonderful parents out there have been overwhelmed with a lot of parental advices that you've been getting all these days. Don't worry, we all have been there. Through this series of Gurukul Parenting, I would share with you some tips and suggestions which will help you to make your journey as a parent more meaningful and fun. And wait, if you have any comments or suggestions for my series here, do not forget to put on the comment section below. So, without any further delay, let's dig right into today's topic, that is, how to make my child a confident speaker. This topic is very important for all of us as parents because all of us know that a child who is a confident speaker does well not only as an adult but also as children when they are asked to speak up in the class. They have no stage fear. They are confident, they can display leadership abilities, and overall, you see that such students are overall successful in whatever they do. So, how we as parents can help our child to become a confident speaker? This is what we are going to talk in today's series. So, how we as parents can make our child to become a confident speaker. Like all other qualities, this skill can be taught and can be learned from very young age, as young as 1 year old. And by training your child from a very young age, by the time your children go in second or third grade and above, where speaking in the class is mandatory while answering the questions or by presenting a topic in the class, at that time your child will become confident when he is speaking in public. However, if you haven't started as yet, doesn't matter. It's never too late to start. So, let's begin with tip number 1. First, talk, 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 and talk to your child. It's very important that you speak to your child. The more you speak to your child, he or she will learn to pick up words and vocabulary in that language. The children understand phonics, the pronunciation, the voice modulation, and the use of words when they are spoken to and they are engaged in conversation. So, talk to your child, use clear words, and encourage the children to listen to what you are speaking. This will help the child to pick up the words so that it will help them to build their language. Tip number 2. Read, read, read. Read to your kid. Remember, even you as children loved to listen to the stories being read out to you by your teachers maybe or by your parents. It's very important to build confidence within your child. So read books, story books, or any short narrative books to your child. Reading of the book during bedtime is a very good habit. It helps the child to develop the love for reading books. And secondly, a bond is developed between you and your child that will go a long way in building that relationship. So, read to your child because as you read through the story, there are so many things that are happening. There is a plot, there are characters. Together, you're building up a bond and a love for reading develops within your children. Tip number 3. Sing songs with your children. Help them to develop the taste of listening to good quality music. It's a very good idea to put on some good music when you're together as a family in the house, or when you are traveling with your kid, maybe as you're dropping the child to the school or back home. Listening to the music and singing along the song is a very nice habit, wherein the children will pick up the words of that song, and they will be singing along with you. So when they are conversing, they will be able to remember the words of what they are supposed to speak. Tip number 4: be a patient listener to your child. Have you noticed that your children speak to themselves as they are playing with their toys? Yes, most of the children tend to think aloud. So when you listen to your child, when he is playing or when he's talking to himself, you understand what is happening in his mind, what is his thought process. When you listen to your child speak, sometimes young children take a while to form proper sentences. They take some time to choose the words in order to express themselves. So, do not rush in or try to put your own words to make the child to complete their sentences. Give them some time to use proper words, and then slowly try to provide them with proper vocabulary so that they will pick up the sentences from listening to you. This will help them to build the confidence in speaking on their own. Sometimes, if you suddenly put in your words or help them into putting the words as they are talking slowly, then there is a lot of stress on the young child, and he might stutter or stammer. So, in order to build the confidence, allow the child to speak on his own. Listen to the child patiently and then correct him wherever required. Tip number 5: tell a lot of stories to your children. Remember, you also love to listen to the stories told to you by your grandparents, by your uncles, aunts, your parents. Now, there are two things that happen when you narrate a story to the child. The child understands that whatever is the imagination or the thought process that you have in your mind, how to connect it with the words and form sentences. There is also one way of storytelling session which can happen in the house. Maybe you build up or start a story and allow the child to continue with his own imagination. Like, for example, you will start with a story where a child takes his toy aeroplane and goes for his adventure. And then you may ask your child, what do you think? Where else could this particular character be going? Which other places do you think he would be going in his toy aeroplane? So, in this way, you help the child to use vocabulary or to think in a creative manner and express themselves. There are many board games available like Pictionary, or even a simple game such as Show and Tell. Any object which is there available in the house, you can make the child to pick it up and speak about that object. You can engage the child in a casual conversation by picking up any topic on your dinner table. So in this way, a healthy conversation happens between you and your child, and the child learns to express themselves and their views more confidently in public too. Now, tip number 6: express and exhibit desired behavior or desired speech. If you want your child to speak with good manners. You must demonstrate how to speak in good manners. It is very important that you exhibit a desired speech with your child. The children are very observant. They observe you very carefully around the house. So you have to be very, very careful how you speak with your spouse, with your family members, with your elders. Not only that, also with your domestic help at home, the servants, how you talk to them, how you speak with them, how you ask for help from them. This will allow the child to exhibit desired behavior speech in public too. That will make him more confident and popular among his friends and in his class. Now, tip number 7, no TV under the age of 2. Have a look at this screen and you will understand what should be the TV viewing schedule in your house based on the age that your child is in. Tip number 8, play a lot of word games such as Scramble, Pictionary. This will help the child to, in a playway method, pick up any topic and converse with you or with the family members. This will also build a very healthy relationship among the family members and make the child a confident speaker. So, all these tips that I have shared with you in this episode will definitely help your child to develop confidence in speaking with the peers. As parents, we should try to encourage our child to speak out their thoughts and present themselves in a confident manner. It is our job to try and encourage our kids to converse with those around them so that there is a healthy language development and in our children from very young age. So, for more such topics in our next episodes, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.